Good morning, it's Dave from Out There Adventures. We're out in the woods on a beautiful September day. It's actually 100 days to Christmas, so I've already got the Bublé Christmas album going in my car, but it's a beautiful day, just nodding towards autumn time, and leaves are starting to change and drop onto the floor from the canopy, and it's just looking really fantastic. And here at the moment we're blessed with some quite warm weather too. Today we're just going to introduce you to a firelay called the upside down fire. Typically it's an interesting firelay. We use it quite a lot in the woods here, so it could be really useful if you run a forest school or bushcraft sessions. It's a fire that requires very little in the way of maintenance throughout the day. Supervision, of course, if you're working with youngsters, but doesn't require much else. Very easy fire to maintain, and it's kind of counterintuitive and counter to what most of us have been taught about firelighting, in the sense that we typically build the fire from the base up and light the fire at the base, and it burns through the fuel. And this fire, as the name suggests, the upside down firelay, we're going to lay the fire out, light the top, and it's going to drop down and burn from there. And it's a really nice way to light the fire. So I'm going to take you through how we do that, and then light it and see what you think. I do think it's a useful one for forest school leaders, for example, to know, and it's certainly one that we enjoy using. Okay, so here we go then. We'll just take you through the upside down firelay. So as always with the fire, preparation is important, and this is no different. So you need to collect all of the materials that you need, from your smallest stuff, your tinder and kindling, all the way through to the largest fuel that you intend to burn. Have it prepared, have it ready to go, and that's what we do with all fire lighting techniques. I'm not going to take you through the minute detail of getting the fire to go from spark or from anything. I'm just going to light it with a lighter, to be honest. But it's just a useful way to see how the process works, rather than the individual elements of firelighting, which are on other videos which you can have a look at on the site. So let's have a look at putting this together then. Okay, so you can see some of my fuel here, and what I'm really going to do then is, as I said, start with the thickest stuff down at the bottom of the fire. So I'll just demonstrate here, but it's going to be in the fire pit. So I'm going to put the thickest stuff down at the bottom, and then as I move up the fire in a crisscross pattern, the fuel that I use is going to get thinner all the way up like this, until I reach the point where, a little bit more balanced than that, I reach the point where I can start to add some of my thinner stuff, like this and like this, and then eventually right up to the really thin stuff and all the twigs and all that kind of stuff that I've got here. Once that's done, I put a fire lighter in there, light it with the twigs, and the fire will fall through and eventually ignite this stuff. Okay, so that's an upside down firelay. So thickest stuff at the bottom, crisscross pattern, getting thinner and thinner and thinner all the way up to the kindling size stuff that you're going to use. Okay, that's how the fire will look. So I'll get that done and we'll see where we go from there. Okay. So you can see that the firelay is set up as we said, the upside down firelay, heavy stuff at the bottom, smaller stuff at the top. Just going to light this little starter once it's going, pop it there. Okay, and we'll see how that goes. can see the fire's starting to take hold now, and you know, those of you who are used to firelighting, initially when you look at it you think, well, surely the top's going to burn out, that's going to be the end of the fire, but it looks really well. I would usually put the kettle straight on now, so we're going to have some boiled water pretty quick. So there's a lot of heat there, but just for purposes of you watching how that fire develops, I'll just leave it off for now. Okay, I think you can pretty much see how effective it is as a fire layer. What I'll do now is put the kettle on. I'm sure you'll still be able to see what's going on, and you can, but there's a fair chance we'll want to move very shortly. So I'll leave that do what it does. Leave the video run so you can see as it's developing, and I'll crack on with prepping the site for our group who arrive in about 50 minutes. Okay, thanks for watching as always. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again for more. We plan to do more of these kind of videos with little tips and tricks to make life easier for forest school leaders and people who are delivering on courses, bushcraft and so on in the woods. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching. Take care, see you again soon.